Hey everyone, welcome back. Now we're going to speak about why you start. So, what is why you start, you might ask? Why you start is an online enrollment tutorial that teaches you how to enroll into your courses. Now, I will say that it's kind of like an online orientation. There's different modules, different boxes, different activities for you to complete, but it really prepares you to get ready to come to this lovely campus. There is information in the description below about our Slack and Instagram page. Our Instagram handle is at StudentLifeYU. That's where we'll be posting information about our social and academic orientations that we have upcoming. So an academic orientation will be similar to this, where I'm presenting and speaking to you about academics or York-related information, where a student social is similar to a Frosh Week, if you will, where all students come together from the different departments and faculties for 1 week of awesome, fun activities. So you get to meet some of your colleagues and peers that may not be in the same program, but are definitely at the same university community. Now, there's also information about academic advising, about student events, and all that on our Slack. So if you'd like to contact an advisor, you can do that through the Slack as well, and you'll probably get a response quicker than an email because it's kind of like a Discord messaging service. Now, you'll see here to the right side of your screen what why you start looks like. So when you click on login, it'll ask you for your Passport York account, which you will have created, and that'll be information specific to your program. So when you jump in, here's what why you start looks like. Now, on the left side, you'll see why you start has the different modules I'm speaking about. They all have information from transit, finance, to Kiel campus's residences and Glendon campus's residences. So there's different information on that page. I will point your attention to the red circled module. Now, that module can only be completed 3 days before your enrollment window. So your enrollment window will be determined by your date. So it's the date that's listed on your My File. And if your enrollment date, for example, is the 10th of July, you will only be able to access this module 3 days in advance. So from the 7th till the 10th, you'll be able to access it, of course, 10th onward as well. But you'll only be able to access this 3 days prior. So you need to make sure that you're, making sure that you're completing this module set 3 days prior or afterwards, just because this information is very crucial for you. So we want it to be as fresh as possible to you. So that's why we tell you, hey, finish it 3 days in advance so that we can complete your enrollment smoothly and that you don't forget anything if you do it like 2 weeks in advance. So when you click on this, it'll take you to the page on the right side of your screen. Now, the right side of your screen has those 4 modules. I'm going to focus our attention to courses to take. So when you click on courses to take, you'll see something like this. It'll contain information about your academic faculty and department. So that'll be the deans, department heads, program assistants, program directors for our or your faculty specifically, I should say. So it'll be tailored to your degree. So if you're using your friend's account, it'll be particular to your friend's program. So make sure you're signed in under your Passport York account because you want this information to be specific to you. There's also information now about your courses and which courses to take in your first year. Trust me, it is a stressful process picking your courses first year because you have no idea what to take. Now, when you click on this page, it'll literally give you a table of saying which courses to take, how many credits they need to be, which semester even they need to be in. So make sure that you do take the courses required in the required semesters as why you start will indicate, because it's very useful to follow the planning that the program directors have put in place, because it ultimately allows you for the most efficient use of your time here at York University. There's also information followed by about how many courses you need to take. Again, it'll be tied to the section I just mentioned. It'll speak about which courses to take, how many to take. You can take 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. All that is there. There's also information about your dates and deadlines. Now, the dates and deadlines is important because if you're planning a vacation after your fall term in December, well, you kind of want to know when you can book your vacation so you're not obstructing your exam period. So that page there contains dates and deadlines about reading week, when you can pay your fees by, your tuition deposit deadline, which usually is the 15th after. There's also information there about the academic terms, when it starts, when it ends, all the vacation dates or closed university days in there. There's also information there after about the York Calendar resource. This tool is awesome. because it literally provides you a snapshot of every single degree that LAPS has to offer, as well as the greater university, because you might be curious, you might want to transfer, you might want to move around. You're like, okay, what is psychology? What is anthropology? What is information technology? You click on the links for that specific program. It'll be a very, very detailed guide about that degree. It'll give you information about every program that York University has. There's also information about your degree requirement. So I will say that it is extremely important to make sure that you click this link down the checklist, have it on your computer, because this checklist has every single academic credit you need to take, whether it's a major, a specialization credit, or an option credit. It'll tell you exactly which credit you can take, which count it has to be, whether it has a 6, a 3, or a 9 credit course. It'll mention that in the degree checklist as well. There's also information there about your specialization. So if your degree is specialized in something, you can see that information there. Now we're going to move on to student financial profile, which will be the next video. Thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you on the Keele campus.